Ah. Well, that's on maximum zoom, but at least it's capturing something. Nice bumblebee out there. I've got quite a few stills, but slightly windy out there, as you can tell from the plants moving. But there's quite a bit of activity, as you can see. Hoverflies, honeybees, bumblebees, big black flies, whatever they are. So I'm quite pleased with that. And we've got white clover that's supposed to be red. The seeds that I bought, Trifolium protens, are supposed to be red clover. And you see what happens there. It's focused on it and then it goes off focus. Why is that? Why? What's up with you? I haven't done anything other than move the camera around. See what you have to do? You have to go down into the deeper, thicker foliage and then work your way back up and hope the bee's still there. Oh look, no bees. Let's try this way. Look, no bees. And you just, I don't know, beggar's belief. Why would it just suddenly go out of focus like that? You know, when it was already on it. What's going on? Anybody any answers? I'm actually holding the tripod and moving it around with the tripod, not even touching the camera. So in theory, I'm not quite sure what that one is. If I know what that one, that's a bee, bumblebee. There was something else on there which had seemed to be a little more red on it. Obviously with the bee landing it's gone. You see there's white clover. My God. Come on, focus, camera, focus. If anybody's wondering what these strange looking lantern things are, this is an ornamental grass which is called Briza, B-R-I-Z-A, Briza maxima, or greater quaking grass. And they've got these delightful little lanterns on that swing in the wind, as you can see. And yeah, there's still plenty of the knapweed, which is that, to come out, so it does mystify me why some come out and not others. You'd think they'd all come out together. There's a bumblebee up on the top. Now I wonder if this will go out of focus again. There you can also see the Niger feeder. For the goldfinch, and there is one that comes regularly. I haven't seen him today at all. Possibly because the top hole there, which he prefers, is getting a bit low, So I've got to go and like empty it. I'm going to clean the bottom part out as it's been in the longest, and then top up with some fresh seed which I've already got. So let's see what else there's about. Oh, bumblebee's still on there, darting from head to head. Not darting as such, I suppose you wouldn't call it darting. I just wish I could get it right in close. See there, it's gone again. It's got the washing over the road, which I'm not too excited about capturing. Actually sure. You see there again, that's white clover. I think that's the clover plant. Looks like it. Yeah, sure it is. And it should be red clover. I'm going to have to get onto the chap I had the seed from. The first ones to flower were actually over here behind the sunflower, which is there, and they actually came out pink rather than red, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think that could be one there in the middle of the shot. It could be Knapweed, I suppose. The other plants you can see in there without flowers on there, that's actually sea hawthorn or sea berry, and I've got actually 4 plants of that. There's one which we may be able to see at this end, which is probably it's just above the brick actually, which is there, and that's got something on. Oh, it hasn't, not now. The first one I showed, which is that one, is a male, and hopefully the first ones I bought, the other 3, that is one of them. There's one over below the sunflower, which you won't see because it didn't provide a lot of growth this year. And the other one is at this end somewhere. In amongst that lot. Well, at least it should be. It's not that small, but I can't see it right now. Now those all should be females, and to get any berries from the plants you have to have a male. And I didn't realise that when I first bought the initial 3. After investigating and reading up more about the plant, that's what I found out. So I've got to be on there. So I had to order a male plant in order to pollinate the other 3, and that's its only job apparently. It doesn't produce berries. I'm not expecting berries this year, possibly next year, but it could even be the year after that. So but there's been a lot of growth on 3 of the plants, not the one by the sunflower, unfortunately. That sort of looked as if it was dying or dead. And then I spotted a little growth on it earlier in the year, so I'm going to leave it and see what happens next year, see if it comes back. I can't see why it wouldn't, when the other 3 are quite happy in this garden apparently, by the look of the growth and the health of them. So I don't know why that one would decide not to play ball. See, when it is in focus, it's quite nice, but it's sort of umming and ahhing already. You can see the background focus coming in and out slightly. It hasn't made its mind up as to what I want it to do. And I think, you know, if I wanted anything different to this, I'd be doing something with the camera. Surely, camera, you would realise that. You're an intelligent item, apparently. Bumblebee again. Seems quite happy to come along. I'm glad. This was the whole point of this garden, was to provide food for the bees, the butterflies. Birds will take caterpillars and bugs from it. So there's 3 bees that are provided for. Oh dear, here we go again. Go down. Go up. On the clover. At least I'm getting some footage that's in focus. But you would think it would work it out, like that bee is moving. The clover is nearer me than the building behind it. If it saw something moving, then it should work out that that is what I'm filming, surely. I've got a cramp in my finger. There we are, we're following it round by the look of it. I would go outside, but my feeders for the birds let me see, I can show you. Wasps! Lots of wasps! Because I put suet balls with, in fact I put the suet balls in a bowl, crush them up and put a load of sultanas with them and wet the mixture, a bit like making a cake I suppose, the dough, and then fill the feeders with it. So these little lot are after the sultanas that I thought the birds would have had by now, but the birds, mainly starlings I get, they just didn't come. Once the good weather came, they tended not to arrive and have the sultanas, which they love. They can't get enough of. Consequently, they didn't come, so these are still containing sultanas that this lot are now eating. So I've got to wait now. I can't go out in the back garden with that lot unless I get one of those beekeeping suits. I have to do this from indoors. The only bonus I've got is after dark. I'm getting a load of moths. After this lot have gone, a load of moths come after dark to feed on the sultanas, I presume, anyway. Which I didn't realise before. Well, you wouldn't. You sit in your house after dark, watching TV or something, and you don't realise what's going on out there. And this is what I found the other night when I went out. I put the outside light on to see if the cat was out in the back yard, because I couldn't see it at the front. And I noticed the shapes on the feeders and I thought, well, what's that, you know. Went out with a light to investigate, and it was the moths, and quite a variety. So we've also got flies, obviously. I think the bonus being we've now got a pigeon on the bath, and it's going to be taking a bath by the look of it. Yes, it's taking a bath. Hello, pigeon. Cooling off. As I was saying, the only bonus to the feeders having this lot, I've got 5 of these feeders out. That's the problem with sultanas in, so it's going to take a while for them to get through the sultanas. It's what they do is eat them from inside out. As I was saying, the bonus being all the activity with them, the vibration of the wings and all that has, I think anyway, been picked up by butterflies. During the day I do get butterflies come, not often and not many, but I think that's what's attracted the butterflies to come in. They've picked up on the vibes, if you like, vibration, these little fellas, and realise, oh, there's something to eat here. So yes, I've captured on film the other day a red admiral feeding from the feeders here, the sultanas I presume. I don't know that they'd like suet. There's sunflower seeds in the mixture, but they wouldn't go for those. It's got to be the sultanas, the sweet stuff. So positives from negatives. The only thing is, like I say, I'm not going out in the backyard while this lot are here. So I think it's quite a nice little journey with this video. Another bee. Another bee. Yeah. The only thing with the video is a clear picture. With stills, you're very reliant on your own ability to keep the camera still and not shake, and also with the wind blowing the plants about. I think that's a honeybee. I think the top one there is not a honeybee or I think that's hoverfly, yeah, along with the bumble there. That's good. I'm so glad I got this camera. There's only so much you can do with a phone, even though it's a very good phone and takes very good shots. The zoom on it, you can't get anywhere near close enough, and so it would mean going out there and getting right up close and personal. So the camera, with its zoom capabilities, I mean, I'm probably 12 feet away, sat indoors, 12 feet away, roughly. So, okay, I think that's probably enough. Let's have a look this side first. Still got pigeons sat in the water. The old sunflower head's drooping. It's, you could say, bowed out to the little ones, the newer ones. That's a nice one. I think there should be another one somewhere. Yes, there. And so I'm going to end this now. Quick shot of the sweet pea. Alright then.